Okay, that was impolite. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I know it's Thursday instead of Friday, but I think we might be able to get you people 2 streams this week. Yeah. So let's get right into it. So, why am I in a macro camp? Oh, yes. So I was alerted to the fact that one of the reasons why my combat is taking so long is because my builds aren't very optimized. And so I was given a build guide for the characters that should help speed things up, because I have been feeling like I've been lagging behind in combat. Sometimes combat takes quite a while. So I've done a little switcheroo. I've retrained my characters.
Let's move.
I was advised quite heavily that my high dodge, that Seth, the high dodge character, and, you know, synth skin and all that kind of stuff, I was told no. I was told that was a very bad idea. Because apparently there are some enemies that have 200 to 300% dodge reduction abilities later on in the game. And since Seth was not so good on the toughness... Anyway, since Seth was not so good on the toughness, I was going to have to go back in and respec some of my characters. Now, some of you will notice that Seth's stats are definitely swapped around a little bit. And that's because while you can respec your character and you can refund all your... you can refund like all your archetype and all that kind of stuff, the one thing you can't do is you can't change your starting stats. Or your starting choices. So like Hive World, Origin, all that kind of, you can't change that. So on higher difficulty, and this is just a warning to other people, when you're starting out, the higher your comp, like when you start out, be very careful of how you pick your starting stats, especially on the higher, like on the medium to higher difficulties, because once you pick them, you can't change them, and you can wind up borking yourself for later. So to make sure that I had a smooth playthrough, I went in and I went in with a save game editor, and I quickly swapped. Agility for toughness. I swapped my agility and fellowship for toughness and strength. So that's why you'll notice the stats are a bit different. Anyway, you'll also notice we started in the middle of a mission because as I was futzing around and doing doof. One second. As I was futzing around and doing stuff, I got caught up in a warp random event for while I was in the warp. So now we have to quickly finish this off, and let's just do a little bit of the switcheroo changer upper. Do I want to do it that way? Yeah, we'll do it that way. Alright, so operative skills up here. 1 second. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just give me a quick second here. I was trying to get this all done before stream, but I'm afraid that I missed out. Okay, then put my buffs down here, and then stick you down here, and that should be good. Argenta, Argenta needs firearm mastery and steady superiority, and then heroic sacrifice and firearm mastery, and then what do I want to do? This is a buff. This is a buff. This is a buff, and this is no. This isn't. I'll stick that back up there. I really don't have an actually good way of organizing this yet. It's going to take me a bit to figure out what I want to do. Okay, and put you here, put you here. 1, 2, 3, and I apologize. Okay, that should do it. And then for Heinrich, steady superiority. Heinrich is the big buff boy. No. These are active abilities that I apply to others. These are the buffs I apply to my... I'm just trying to keep track of everything. I apologize. These are the buffs I apply to myself. Okay. So that now that that's started. And yes, I also have the... I apologize. I also have the build guide sitting right next to me on one of my other monitors because I want to be able to level up faster. Instead of, like, talking to myself and boring you people.
It's about time.
Oopsies. And who now deigns to grace us with their presence? Another gaggle of heretics and traitors thirsting to get their due for what they've done? Or is it the leader himself, who's finally grown tired of hiding behind others? Theodora von Valencius is before you, and she looks grotesque. A hole yawns wide in her chest, rusted hooks protrude from beneath her skin, and a lump and inflamed scar cuts across her throat. The figure flickers as though it is drooping in and out of this reality. She looks at you with the whitish eyes of a corpse and smiles venomously. Rogue trader, we meet at last. I had grown tired of waiting for you to pay me a visit. Theodora's appraising. Theodora's look is appraising, and her mocking tone turns to one of distaste. Indeed, all the centuries of selfless toil and effort and everything I left behind has gone to this non-entity. Argenta's eyes spark with... I'm wondering how loud the music is. One second. Let me just drop that down a little bit. Argenta's eyes spark with fury. Warp illusion! Begone! Argenta, my dear, there's no need to make such a fuss. Why don't we sit down over a cup of recaf like we used to? I'll listen to your rapturous tales of sacred relics, portents, and your special path. You must be so lonely without me here. No one else is willing to listen to your ravings or help you with your childish treasure hunt. Theodora laughs melodiously, almost without mockery. At the sight of the terrifying Theodora, Abelard's face turns sickly pale. Spare us from this cursed apparatus of the archenemy. Spare us from the cursed apparitions apparatus of the archenemy. What is it you are truly praying for? I can hear how fast your heart is pounding, Serin. I think down deep, you hope that this apparition never ends. we met earlier on. Of course, boy, for it was I who gave the order to bring you here, to my ship. Oh, how I rue that decision now, and how I regret heeding the advice of my seneschal. Abelard whispers hurriedly to you. How can this be? It is the same vision as on the officer's deck, and yet entirely different. Why does it not remember that meeting? And why does it remember what the real Lady Theodora did? Alas, my glorious voyage through life was ended in the dullest possible way, by death. A nuisance I staved off as long as I could, but do not weep for me, my boy. I am still keeping an eye on my property, and punishing all those who failed me. Theodora bares her rotten teeth in a snarl, her laughter piercing. You are not Theodora. Theodora is dead. There's no coming back from that. Or actually, no. What have you done with Idira? Where is she? Me? What have I done with Idira? Theodora laughs mockingly. All I did was turn that little mutt from the fringes into a true servant of the Imperium. I gave her toys. I cleaned up after her antics. I provided her with everything she could ever dream of. Oh, I had great plans for poor little Idira. Alright, you are not Theodora. Theodora is dead. There's no coming back from that. I'm dead? How is that? I am no different from those who have not yet crossed the divide between reality and eternity. I see, I speak, I remember the wrongs you all committed against me, and for all those who failed me, I have already begun exacting my retribution. I truly am Theodora, the remnants of herself that she left behind in this world. I am an echo of her memories preserved in the minds of those who cared for her. I am the taste of tears spilt for the unsaid and the undone. I am the terror of she who failed to turn the tide of fate and who refuses to look truth in the face. I'm as real as the human passions that bring worlds to ruin. If you are Theodora, fine. Tell me who killed you. Wouldn't you like to know the answer to that question? I don't even know which would be more satisfying, to give you an honest answer or to leave you to languish in your ignorance. We'll see how you conduct yourself, little boy. Alright, what do you want with me? Why were you waiting for me? Theodora wearily rolls her eyes. Matters are so dire that pleas of one of my servants breached death's veil to reach my ears. How could I ignore such a desperate cry for help? And from my little Idira, no less. Once I appeared here, of course I had to meet the pretender who has allowed this deplorable state of affairs. I'm sorry we cannot help you, but you do not belong here. Theodora tosses her head back and laughs. The scar on her throat opens with a wet, sucking noise, curved into a horrible facsimile of a smile. He feels sorry for me. Wretched, spineless creature. No, the only one worthy of pity here is you, boy. But do not expect any. I'm not here to console you. Oh, no. I'm here to seek retribution against all who failed me. My brainless crew, my useless officers, my pathetic servants who turned their backs on their mistress in her darkest hour. And worst of all, you, my dear heir. You who have undeservedly claimed the warrant. And everything else that is mine. I will drag it all to the wharf with me, including you. Alright.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I better myself through my service.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Ooh, good. Nice.
Follow my lead.
That is a big shell. Oh, that's cool. They even have rifling in the barrel. Where is she? I clearly remember her being around here somewhere. Go. Uh-huh. Yeah. Lord Captain? Idira turns her head to you, but her demented gaze only rests briefly on your face before sliding away. Up close, you can see that the base of one of Idira's temple implants has blackened and melted. No. Wait. Lord Captain? Lady von Valencius. Idira raises her eyes to Theodora, who stands before her. Tears stream down Idira's cheeks. You came back. Theodora clucks her tongue in sympathy, reaching out to tenderly stroke Idira's hair. Poor little Idira. There. How could I not come? You were crying for me so desperately. Your pleas carried to the very depths of the warp itself. There's warp ice all over the place, too. The smile suddenly drops from her mutilated face. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you warn me? Answer me, you insignificant wretch, or I'll drag the answers out of you myself. Theodora's fingers dig into Idira's scalp, meeting no resistance.
Why did I not foresee this?
Ouch. Idira lets out a soul-chilling howl and tries to grab the hand tearing into her, but her fingers pass through the monster's flesh. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that could have had anything to do with you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I failed. Idira breaks into a strangled scream, and you feel the air around you grow rapidly colder. Argenta wordlessly swings her weapons up. Argenta wordlessly swings her weapon up and aims it at Idira, who is struggling in the monster's hold. The Sister of Battle looks at her without an ounce of doubt or mercy. I put too much effort into this woman. No, stop. Argenta wrinkles her nose at your shouted command and lowers the weapon by a few centimeters, but she does not put it away. Yeah, no, 100%, yeah, that's Idira. I am your captain, not her. Listen to me and snap out of it. Haha, succeeded. Idira shudders and goes limp. Then she blinks, disoriented, and looks at you. Lord Captain? Damn it! Theodora shoves the Psyker away with a low snarl. The rogue trader's body begins to change, losing its human shape. Chaos will devour you. I will devour everyone responsible for my death. Die! Die for the delectation of my lord. Oh dear. It's a testicle! And he brought his tentacle testicles, friends? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight those people I passed earlier, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Okay. How do I want to set this up? Cassia. Might as well put you right here. Because I can lidless stare these dickweeds down here. Argenta. Let's sneak you in up here, because I've been told that Argenta's supposed to not be as far back as I've been putting her, but I'm supposed to keep her closer to the front, so that's what we'll do from now on. Yeah, and then we'll just sort of park Pascal back there. Alright, Cassia, give me a quick, give me a quick ugly eye. They're on fire, they should burn to death soon. Alright, let's assign the front line here.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I want to get that demon away from her, and so I'm going to use my ability to pull.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Yeah! Triggered the OA. Nice. And last but not least, I want to... Well, Seth already has some toughness to start with, so I'm gonna
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
give Abelard some more toughness. Okay.
Try to die with grace, at least.
Oops. I screwed that up. Wait. Abelard? 1 second. I didn't organize that properly. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, there we go. Did I do the same here? Yeah, I did the same here. I need to get Daring Breach down here. Okay. Abelard, no! Abelard, why would you do this to me? Get your ability down there. Okay.
It will be done. Victory is imminent.
Okay. Thank you.
Pain and duty go
Well,
hand
that
in hand.
sucked. Blinding grenade, okay. You know what, Hydrant? We've got enough melee here.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
I'm gonna pull you out and actually bring you down here to start working on these
For the
these
throne of
dipshits.
glory. But of course, Lord Captain, not sanctioned to do this.
Pascal, let's get some goodies out and going here. Okay. Actually, let's give you this spot. You're in a nice spot, and then let's start adding stacks.
Cogitation failed.
Okay, never mind.
I'll live another day.
No, that's wrong. It's going to trigger an OA. I did not put Argenta in a good spot. That was my bad.
Doubt is for the weak.
As duty demands.
Already done. All too easy.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
I've got Pascal shooting, so I might as well give him a bonus here.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed
Let's
to being
give
ordered around.
Seth another chance to take a big old schwing.
You don't stand a chance.
I'm gonna hold on to that heroic for a second. Abelard, you know what, fuck it, let's go all out.
I will do my duty. No matter the cost. Indeed. Once you're a target, it will be done. At your beck and call.
I know what is to come.
Really?
Request approved.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I will not.
Oopsies. I screwed the pooch.
That is not the Emperor's will. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Not a problem.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Nice!
I will do my duty. Gray hair, sure hair.
Oh, crap. Well, I screwed the pooch. I completely forgot about that poison cloud there. I'm in trouble.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable.
Oopsies. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Control 2. That was what I was looking for.
Activating
Let's go after him.
Sacrament. Insignificant value.
Perfection.
My vow is to serve.
Tactical knowledge.
You'll regret this.
I'll do it. I will endure.
Suits my purpose. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Request approved. Vital function successfully terminated.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Ah, crap. Well, it was a reasonable sacrifice to make. Okay. Get in around behind. Actually, get around in front there, Abelard, please.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I took care of this one.
Cover me!
Everyone, step aside.
It was a good hit, good hit, good hit.
I won't object to it.
Yet he 1 HP, yeah, he 1 HP drained it.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. Request denied. The Omnicide
Nice.
condemns you.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
My tactics are flawless.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't go. Oh, no, that was silly.
If only that were possible. Do not dare ask.
Running binary vital functions successfully terminated.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Why?
Let's see to it.
There we go. Okay. Idira stares at you with crazed eyes while clutching the wound on her head. At first, no sound comes out of her moving lips. Then she coughs weakly and whispers, "What, Captain? Is it really you?" Argenta trains her weapon on Idira and watches you closely. "Are you all right?" Idira removes her hand from her head and tries to wipe away her tears, leaving bloody marks on her face. Then she touches her burnt-out implant, frowning. I don't know. It should be quiet, but my head is... The whisperings are louder. It shouldn't be like that. This abomination claims that you called her. Is that true? Me? Did I? Yeah, yes, Lord Captain. I think it was me who called her. I can barely remember the voices. My old, good whispers, they suddenly turned red, sharp. They started cutting and tearing and ripping me to pieces. I cried out. I called for help, and she came. Idira groans and clutches her head. Damn it! Why are the voices making so much noise now? Shut up! Shut up! Has anything like this ever happened to you before? Like this? Never. Well, there was something, but it was different. It wasn't as strong or as terrifying. Apparitions appeared, mechanisms malfunctioned. The crew lost their minds. Idira breaks off, but Lady von Valencius knew about that. She said it was a small price to pay, an acceptable expense. No psyker is immune to it, but what happened here? It was just a mistake. I won't do it again. Idira stretches her lips in a helpless smile, looking past you. There will be no more mistakes, Lord Captain. Argenta grits her teeth. This is not the first time this heretic has caused the death of her crew. Do you remember the incident on the mid-deck, Idira? What did those honest souls ever do to deserve such a fate? To be turned into mutants and attack their own families? You are a monster. A heretic. If you have any humanity left in you, admit what you are. Shut up! Idira moans. Quit your preaching. You're the worst out of everyone here. Sometimes a psyker's first manifestation leads to their death, and the deaths of many others. But if a psyker possesses inordinate willpower and discipline, they can stave off their fall for some time. Idira has been alive many years already, a laudable achievement and a stroke of incredibly good fortune. But the forces of the warp will ultimately devour any psyker deprived of the Emperor's protection. The fact that these manifestations are growing more powerful is a clear sign that the end is near. That's not good. The previous rogue trader has been seen on the ship recently. Was that your doing? Yes, Seth. I did it a couple of times when I'd had too much to drink. At the time, I thought I heard her voice among all the whispers in my head. The voice was so sad, so clear, I couldn't help myself. I answered. I hoped I could reach her there. Idira bites her lip. Ever since she died, since I first heard her voice in my head, the whispers have gotten louder, clearer, harder to resist. The warp is... You hear the warp whispering in your head and you answered? Are you insane? You don't know what it's like. The most important person in your life, who's now gone forever, suddenly starts talking to you inside your head. How could I not try to reach her? I had to! She falls silent for a moment, but next she begins to speak. It's in a barely audible whisper. I know what you're thinking. During the warp jump when Lady Theodora came out towards us, I keep thinking about that meeting. I keep blaming myself. Why didn't I divine it? Why didn't I stop or kill her? These thoughts have been playing at the back of my mind day after day, choking me with guilt. And you know what? The one on the officer's deck? I don't know what that was, but this time, here, this was a product of my guilt. An accuser straight out of my own mind. So what am I supposed to do with you now? Idira turns sharply to face you. Seth, I know after everything I've done you have no faith in my willpower or my strength, but I can fix everything. It's just I'm not at my best. You see, but maybe we can find a way to replace my implants. Or some other remedy, a better one. Lady Von Valencia said such a thing could be found, if not here, then elsewhere. I just didn't need it before, but we just need to find it. And we need to figure out where to look for it, and we'll get it. And until then, I'll keep myself on a tight leash. Alright, I want to help you, Idira. We'll think of something. Idira covers her face with her hands and tries to hold back her sobs. Thank you, Seth. I won't let you down. You're making a mistake, Lord Captain. Perhaps you will find something to slow the decline, but it will not stop it. Only a miracle can save Idira Talas now. Well, it's funny you should mention miracles, sister, considering that your order is absolutely chock full and famous for examples of pulling miracles out of your collective badges on the battlefield. Idira awkwardly... Oh, she passed out. Idira awkwardly shakes out her stained clothing. I think I better... With your permission, Lord Captain. She sways, takes a step back, and faints. Lord Captain, the Voxmaster's shaking voice comes over the comm-bead. I received a report that the shooting on the lower decks had stopped. I presume you have brought the situation under control, awaiting further instructions. I got rid of the warp illusions. Idira's alive. Bring her to the Cherugians, and have them see to her. You hear unconcealed relief in the Voxmaster's voice. Of course, Lord Captain, as you command. Loot the room, loot the room. Pascal.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Oh, warp conductor gloves. Oh, so it looks like these are specifically for Idira. All right. Granadas.
None shall stand in my way.
Faster. Faster! I mean, the Battle Psyker boots. I mean, I'm rigging Idira more for support than offense, so I'm gonna keep her in the Psyker's footwear. But these gloves definitely. Wow, her dodge reduction is 60? Damn. Oh, and speaking of which, since you used up my grenades, Idira, I was saving those poison gas grenades. God damn it. Alright. Well, first things first, let us go have a wee little chat with Miss Idira. When Idira sees you, her lips curve into a smile, and she nods at something over your shoulder. Have you recovered from your fate with the false Theodora?
I'm not going to lie. I haven't. Maybe I never will. But I'm not hearing random voices anymore. And I haven't been calling anyone from the other side. No. All that's done with. After what you did for me, I can't let you down again.
Very well, Idira. We shall hope for the best.
Yes, sir, Lord Captain. We will.
Loyalty and dedication brought through fear can be good, but loyalty and dedication,
of course,
brought about through bonds of camaraderie. And basically what I'm saying here is I think I'm probably going to wind up making Idira as fanatically loyal to me as she was to Theodora. Simply by giving her a chance, but keeping a close eye on her. Okay. Explore the uncharted system. The magnetic storm. Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's that's going to be something I'll have to come back and check later. That looks unhealthy. The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world, completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to the reports, the entire settlement is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. Your augurs detected the framework of 3 other similar structures that were never completed. For whatever reason, the dome systems failed and left behind this city. A ghost that never managed to become a proper colony of the Imperium. Alright. I got some trophies. Alright. Yeah, there's many items received. Blessed bolter casing. Blessed bolter casing. Single attacks with bolter weapons automatic. Argenta, you are never taking this off. God, I'm making bank. Your people flooded the city like a tidal wave, filled building after building, bunkhouse after bunkhouse, and receded from its quiet streets just as quickly. There were plenty of useful things among their findings, including foodstuffs and weapons. Cool. Drain the remaining fuel from the generator stations. The city won't need them anymore. Got me some fuel. Explore the local palace. A ghost sword. A lavishly decorated estate of the local ruler towers over rows of featureless bunkhouses. Several explorers perished from the cleverly hidden tripwires in the courtyard. I feel bad. But after losing their companions, the teams easily disarmed the remaining traps in the estate. Anything of value has been promptly delivered to the rogue trader's vessel. The Lord Oh, I got a profit factor from that too. The Lord Captain was even given an exquisite sword found in a secret cache that once belonged to the mansion's owner. Okay, let's leave the dead city. Excellent. I'm already producing plasteel. Well, before we do that, let's hand out the goodies. Okay. Oh, wow. That is actually a good power weapon. However, just because Seth... Because the thing is, like, I would... Wait. That's a soul pattern power sword. When the hell did that come up? Okay, wait, what's the ghost sword? Oh. Oh, it's Eldari. Oh, okay, Eldari. Well, that's not helpful to me. Wait, Jay can use Eldari weapons, can't she? And the Bloodseeker Clave is automatically better. Okay. What was this soul pattern power sword, huh? This thing is definitely good. Heinrich, what are you rocking right now? Oh, yeah, nothing. You are rocking absolutely nothing. Just the ability to do the AoE, though, especially because both those characters... it annoys me. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna have to give it to Heinrich. Just because I've sort of set him up to be a frontliner, so he'll make better use of it than I will. Oh, yes. Yes, I picked, the Blessed Bolter Casing. Automatic 100% hit guarantee. Yes. Just all the yes. Let's save that. Are there any new routes here? Apparently not. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. When the Lord Captain arrived on the bridge during the warp jump, he found the off-duty officers in a state of utter confusion. They claimed to have been receiving orders from the bridge for several minutes, orders authorized by the rogue trader, but the Lord Captain had been absent. Curiously, the orders had been signed by the late Theodore von Valentius. After a thorough investigation, the tech priests attributed the strange incident to the whims of the machine spirits. Ooh, unknown ships. Excellent. Let's see if Pascal has anything to say about this. Pascal? Oh, there you are.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Want to know more about your past?
The request is approved. I have no outright restrictions on disclosing this information. Information about my origins is worthless. I belong to the priesthood of explorators and came to the Coronis Expanse over 200 years ago. Any events preceding that moment are insignificant.
Fair enough. How'd you end up here?
I was honored to become a member of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. When the Adeptus Mechanicus summoned the faithful for an exploratory venture into the depths of the Coronis Expanse, I joined the fleet in fulfillment of my sacred vows of comprehension.
Interesting. Alright then. Why are you not with the fleet then?
Archmagus Amanat, my blessed mentor, commanded me to crew the orbital station Alter Templum Calixis EXT-17.
Okay.
This venerable temple station was founded in the early years of our expansion into the Coronis Expanse. It is currently a rear observation post of the
Oh, the one I couldn't get
fleet
into.
in orbit around the star Furibundus.
Fuzzy Bundus. Okay. Who are the explorators then?
The sacred fraternity of explorers. The cult Mechanica sends us out to the frontiers of the known sectors as researchers and conquerors. We are the warriors of the code, who return to the lost worlds and devote themselves to recovering the lost ancient knowledge.
1 second, I just got pinged. Who's pinging me in Discord? Alright, sorry, back at it.
Explorators are granted the privilege of being more independent than many of our tech comrades. However, it has earned us a reputation as unstable and poorly controlled troublemakers whose unorthodox views are dangerously close to apostasy.
Okay. Tell me about your mecha dendrites.
They are my younger brothers and guides on the way to the Omnissiah. Their machine spirits are directly bound to my neocortex and pick up impulses from my subconscious. Sometimes they act ahead of my thoughts. This is how the Omnissiah leads me to comprehension.
Now that's an interesting idea, because every machine is supposed to have a machine spirit. Well, every machine of sufficient complexity is supposed to have a machine spirit that resides within it and guides it. Which means that because the vast majority of systems within, well, a higher ranking Adeptus Mechanicus member are mostly replaced with augmetics, does that mean that within the single body of a tech priest, or, you know, an archmagos, does that mean it's actually a compilation of many machines? That brings up disturbing implications. We are, our name is Legion, for we are many. Anyway, let's get that out of my mind.
Acknowledged.
Okay, that's enough for now.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
Oh, by the way, I happened to, someone pointed out in a DM to me that I could have saved back on Rykad Minoris. I could have actually saved this guy's buddy, Abel. I could have saved it, and both of them could have been on my ship, but I'm apparently going to miss out on that content because I didn't select the right dialogue options, which is a pity. Which is a pity. I like me some good content. Let's go talk to the Master Helmsman, the Helms buddy. Do you know anything about a ship named the Fiery Reckoning? I forgot to read what came before. Whoopsies. A tall man before you appears to be woven from tendons and muscle, a blue vein snake under his white, almost dove-colored skin, and his scalp and chin are covered with cropped white hair. His neck and shoulders are wrapped in wires that hint at the presence of neural connectors under his uniform. The officer's face seems to be twisted in a perpetual grimace of annoyance and anger, but he greets you with a respectful nod. Lord Captain. Master Helmsman Ravor, at your service. Do you know anything about the ship named the Fiery Reckoning? Ravor winces as if in pain. I've heard the name, that much I'm sure of, but I can't recall the details. Huh. I wonder if it was part of that operation that late Mort was put in charge of. If it was, then there's nothing I can tell you, Lord Captain. The whole thing was kept under wraps. Your best chance would be to ask the High Factorum. Maybe some of his treasury records have mention of this Fiery Reckoning. Well, thank you. We'll talk to you more later.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
I've heard rumors that you are not getting along well with the crew. Panic flashes in her ruby red eyes, and your heart starts beating a little faster while your hands go cold.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the servants?
Well, let's go to my study.
Then lead the way, and I will answer all of your questions.
She seems kind of embarrassed, which is kind of cute. What is it you wanted to talk about, Lord Captain? I have nothing to say to your unfounded accusations about my conflicts with the crew. I cannot recall having a single quarrel with any of your people during my entire time aboard. Well, there was the messenger you rebuked, who butchered his own family and then killed himself. I haven't rebuked a single errand boy on the ship. Cassandra ponders this for a moment. Ah! I think I remember. A kind young man with a shy smile and skillful fingers with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of the disgusting color and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight off his shoulders. He did not come the next day, or ever again. Well, that's disturbing. It sounds like his burden was his family. Okay. During the warp voyage, you gave the wrong orders, which led to the vessel shifting off course and the service bay being destroyed. I saw something in the warp, something vast, predatory, shimmering with indescribable colors. It came from nowhere and stared at the ship with hundreds of hungry eyes, right in our path. I decided to change course. The course, while it was still possible, but I didn't want to sow panic. Would it have been better to tell the crew we were headed straight into a monster's gaping jaw? I actually do agree with this. I actually do agree that was the correct choice. The officers are reluctant to be quartered next to your chambers because of the constant emotional outbursts it causes them. Some even maim themselves and others. I already told you I cannot control my abilities. What else would you want from me? Will I be assigned a pariah as a chaperone? No. I will not oh, God. What I've read about blanks, I mean, there's Jurgen, and you know, poor and Jurgen, he's such a nice guy, but poor Jurgen and what he does to Rachel, you know, if he's close to her, he causes her to. Sorry, if he's too close to her, he causes her to have seizures. I would, and a pariah is an even more powerful blank than Jurgen. I would never do that to Cassia. That would be horrible. Would you mind telling me why you needed 100 species of bird and what you used them for? Admittedly, I'm at a loss myself. The day we arrived on Footfall, I sent a request to the ship's quartermaster and asked he to give me a songbird, but he never asked for clarification, and certainly before we left, I had countless number of cages delivered to me, all wrapped in a bright red panic with flickering tints of fear. There was a bird in every one. I was so excited, I thought I'd have hundreds of friends instead of just one. They were squeaking so piteously, I let the poor things out. I even fed them my breakfast and dinner, but the stupid birds would not stop chittering, even after bedtime. They were dashing about the room, smacking me in the face with the wings and defecating. I became angry, and suddenly they started pecking each other's eyes out and attacking me. And I became afraid, and they fell over dead. I do not think I want to keep pets anymore. I've heard enough. Will you share your thoughts with me? I mean, she's a young woman. She's been sheltered all her life. You have a kind soul, but have difficulty reaching out to people. I could teach you the art of communication, if you like. That would be wonderful. My education on Urak 5 was cut short, but I had realized by then that the wisdom of books is a poor substitute for the wisdom of experience. Very well, since we are done with this misunderstanding, that's still up in the air, but sure, I would like to change the subject. It would only be fair of me to ask you a few questions now, wouldn't it? Cassia hesitates and continues in a less confident tone. Do not mistake me, I'm not going to accuse you of anything, it's just that you are the most worthy interlocutor on this entire ship, and you are always so busy. Well, what would you like to ask? I read a treatise by Pius de Mobius recently, who claimed that subjects would never believe their new ruler was better than the old one, unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the low-born rabble become deluded about their prospects and rebel in favor of their base desires. What do you make of that? Whoa. Okay. Lord, your interpretation of this classical text is not entirely correct. If the subjects have grown accustomed to the ruling house, all the sovereign must do is refrain from breaching long-standing traditions. Adjust unwanted laws as gradually as you would shift the bed of a flooded river, and no one will ever take your power from you. Yeah, no, that's a reasonable answer. I totally agree. No. Cassia thinks for a moment and smiles. Indeed, I was not wrong about your merits or your ability to hold a conversation. I hope my second question does not confound you either. According to the 20 tomes penned by the preacher Oistak Ishtafan the Forgotten, mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand, but people flocked only one hand of the scales. Would you rather inspire fear in your followers or be magnanimous and choose awe? Yeah. There's no point in... Well, the reason they go hand in hand is because you have to wear many hats. One must be a tyrant, a friend, and a jester to one's subjects. What matters is that to clearly discern which role is required at a given. Yeah, no, exactly. You have to adapt to the situation. You cannot just be a one-trick pony. 90%. There's so much power in your words. Power that makes me want to join you. I understand now why your subjects are so eager to follow you. I admit I was afraid we were too different, and yet you helped me realize that I can be candid with you. Please, do continue. I must confess that sometimes I can hardly bear the burden the house has placed on me. I feel I am not doing my best. Tell me how you, heir to a protectorate, can bear the responsibility for billions of lives day after day and not stoop under all the weight. And it's not always easy, but I can. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, and saying it's my duty whether I like it or not. No, that's not gonna help her. It's like you have to be honest, but you can't be pessimistic, and that's a good answer. It's not always easy, but I try to lead the dynasty towards prosperity by worthy means. Thank you for your patience, Seth. You are helping me to see the world in different colors, a novel experience for me. Our conversations hold a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid farewell for now. I'm heading back to my chambers to consider today's conversations. Well, excellent. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. Secrets of the Cults. Oh, these are companion quests, yes. A new ruler. Well, then let's talk with the High Factorum. Heinrich. Well, we will look at that later. Actually, I still haven't figured out who the main person is for the Fellowship of the Void. I also got to suck up to the Imperial Navy too. All right, let's do some stuff with them. Ow! Whoa! Jeez! Ah! Oh! Muscle cramp. That hurt. Oh God! Not even close. Scrap is good. All right. Uh. 13 speed, so I'm not quite sure the difference between. All right, so what is is that info? What? Void movement points determine how far a ship can move on their turn. Okay. Okay, so it can move farther, but it'll have... All right, I'm going to experiment with that. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at what we got here. No, I want ship management. Void ship management. Okay. So. Okay. So let's hold that there. Let's repair the hull. Okay, first things first, let's save. Void ship management posts. All right, first things first, because I've got to be very careful here. So I suck as the Supreme Commander, apparently. And that's because I dropped my fellowship. So there's absolutely, so yeah, no, not persuasion. So Jai, you are going to be there, because yeah, you are better off. I could put Cassia in there, but I don't want her. There, Master Cannoneer, that's going to be. Yeah, that's going to be Argenta. Shield, yep. Oh yeah, it's going to be him, definitely. Master of Maneuvers. Oh! Okay, that's interesting. So So they just natively have abilities that come with it. Okay. Oh, my character can do it too. Okay, that's interesting. The Warp Channeler. I kind of feel sad that Seth isn't up there, but I shall let my underlings do things for me. Okay, so first things first, I want to see report shows up on your personal cogitator screen. Unknown ships are towing the Interstellar Sexton, a cargo ship belonging to one of Footfall's wealthiest traders. It looks like the pirates have bitten off more than they can chew, and have now been forced to drag the ship to a more secluded place where they can plunder it undisturbed. Oh yeah, we're attacking these people. As soon as they see you, escort ships charge in the battle at once, while the captive Sexton powers up its warp percent, unless you... Yeah, okay.
Ah, finally! Some real action!
It looks like it's the same class as mine. Okay, so... "11 speed, strong braking, and deceleration." Okay. Alright, so let's quickly do a reload. Because there's no other way to see what these things do unless we actually, like, get them into battle. Apparently we're going to take forever here. Oh, mine. Okay, so we go K. And take those engines out. Oh, okay, 1 second. So, inertia is 3, so... something is dragging me down here. Because it did say 13, right? Okay, so let's take a look at what that does.
This will be exciting.
Oh! I see. All right. So I understand now. So, okay, so higher speed means you can travel farther, but lower acceleration and braking. So basically what it means is that whereas before with stronger braking, I could stop further in. So I could, like, because you have to end your ship's turn here. So you have to end your, you have to end your ship's turn in here. So the stronger the braking, oh, and the lower... Okay, I get it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. Okay, so stronger acceleration. So this is the acceleration phase right here. So the stronger the acceleration, the longer I have to travel straight. Or, sorry, the stronger the acceleration, the shorter amount of time I have to travel straight before I can start maneuvering. And of course, the stronger the braking, within this area right here, that means the sooner I can brake and end my turn. So it gives me more tactical positioning, whereas opposed to low acceleration, which means I'm forced to go farther before I can start maneuvering. Oh, so it means that I can't get in tight. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. All right, so we're gonna go back, and I'm gonna go with the other engine because I do like to be able to finesse my maneuvers a little bit here. We're only an hour and a half in. That's pretty good. I still got plenty of time to hit up Giannis.
I'll be your beacon in the darkness.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about the acceleration phase, but whatever. Okay. We surrender! Oh, that was fast. Oh, okay, it still had to be... Okay, good to know. It's the Cobra class destroyer. A Viper class destroyer. That's a new one for me. I mean, sure, if you're gonna put your fat ass right in front of where my guns are gonna shoot, go right ahead. I will happily unload on you. Actually, that works really well. It put my strongest shields... Oh, they're going to try and sneak up there. Silly, silly, silly. Oh, really? You're going to stop right there? Alright, how are we going to do this? Yes, I will take full... No! Let's bag myself a Viper. I apparently still don't know how to use this. Okay. I'm going somewhere. Well, you get away this time.
Our technological superiority was obvious.
What do I get from this? A Starbreaker Lance Weapon. Oh, okay. So I had a prototype on board, and now I can upgrade to the, I had a bit of a brain fart there. Yeah, it's just a straight upgrade. Send you to cargo. Send you to cargo. I'm gonna send you to cargo as well. I'm actually having a good old grand time with the with you guys. Upgrades. Okay, posts. Yeah, good. Let's just do a quick repair. Xenotech? Oh, I don't have an extractorum. Let's bring Adira along. A bottomless pit. Oh, I remember this from the beta test. Okay, I remember the solution to this one. Just gotta wander around a bit.
Our prayers are different, but I notice similarity in our attitudes towards ministry. It unites us.
You are right. Only we know what it is to pray to our intercessor at an altar in our struggle to protect those close to us, to be their spiritual shield. The Emperor favors me today.
Operation successful.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
It's weird. My mind is completely empty. Not a single whisper, no premonitions. Nothing. Just empty.
The witch's mind is at ease. I must be doubly on my guard.
What the hell is that data slate?
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if
Victory
a field
awaits.
of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
That's a lot.
The machine god grants me insight.
Water's got to be going somewhere.
It's about time.
Never doubt me.
What What is that?
Hmm. There is one more location.
Follow my lead.
No, I don't want to go there. One. I think it's here.
Acquisition is
There we go.
possible.
Okay. So, doing that. The darkness swirls beneath your feet, a void of impenetrable gloom. You do not hear a single sound from the depths of the pit, no wailing wind, no rustle of dust. Examine it. The bright daylight cannot pierce the darkness lying over the slopes. The longer you look into the depths, stronger the feeling grows that this darkness isn't just an absence of light. It is something immeasurably vast, endless, capable of reaching the farthest stars or swallowing a galaxy. Through sheer force of will, you avert your gaze. Creepy. Idira tilts her head over the side, listening to something, then she scowls and spits on the ground. Crux knows what it is, it's beyond my remit. Alright, stick your hand into the black hole. At the edge of your consciousness, you sense something slimy and intangible, answering your invitation for contact. It seeps into your thoughts, tasting your own emotions. Surprise and curiosity envelop you. But these feelings are not your own. Submit. You are hit by a sudden wave of all-consuming silence. A moment later, the world around you disappears, leaving only black, viscous, boundless darkness. The absoluteness of it is overwhelming, and yet you slowly sink into the void that is sucking you in. What are you? You are looking at a tiny person peeking over the edge of the bottomless darkness. You are looking at yourself. Then you blink and see the same place, except the camp around you is full of life. Scholars are zipping back and forth between field structures, switching on unfamiliar machines in an attempt to know the unknown. Pardon me. A moment later, they are all nude, singing and dancing around the pit. The smell of heated bodies, blood, and sweat assaults your nostrils, drowning out your thoughts. One by one, the lunatics fall into the embrace of nothingness. You make out a toad-like Xenos building a temple around the pit. They are praying, conducting rites, making sacrifices to the darkness, in hopes of unimaginable gifts. The darkness shrouds everything once more, or rather, you are the darkness. Something immeasurably vast, endless, capable of reaching the farthest stars or swallowing a galaxy. But some will pulls you out of the cozy embrace of the void towards the light, and you snap out of the vision as sorrow fills you from within. All right, what do you want from me? You find yourself on the floor of an abandoned estate. You feel someone's disgusting presence behind you, and raspy, foul breath tickles your nostrils. A drop of water trickles down from the stone ceiling and shatters the silence with a deafening sploosh. The heavy door before you is open. You could try to escape. It's now or never. Talk it out with the creature. You gather your thoughts and strike up a conversation with the unseen creature. You tell it about yourself and your crew, about how you do not remember how you got here, but you would like to avoid conflict. You feel the fear retreat, and take the first step towards the creature. You sit at the apex of a massive onyx pyramid. Your abilities are limitless. With a single thought, you can raise mountains, drain an ocean, or disperse the clouds, but nobody cares anymore. Soon your brothers and sisters will sacrifice you so that they can share your power amongst themselves and guide the civilization to prosperity. Proceed with the ceremony for the sake of future generations. No. Kill your brothers and sisters and be the sole ruler. No. Pervert the ritual and stop this insane civilization for all time. I like that. The only civilization should be human civilization. And sexy knifers. You approach the altar covered in glowing script and change it to the symbols you saw in the abandoned camp in some other life of yours. When your brothers and sisters tear your 7 hearts from your chest and the royal white blood trickles onto the altered symbols, the skies above the pyramid split in half. In your last moments, you revel in the cries and groans of your thousands of victims. Then, an unknown force changes you as well, but you are already no more. You are lying on a burning sand, struggling to open your eyes, but your eyelids feel too heavy. You can barely move your arms and legs. Your stomach hurts. Your throat is bone dry. Speaking of which, I'm actually getting thirsty myself. Several of your kin, all emaciated, are scattered around you. The hunger is so strong that it is driving you mad, and you let out a bestial howl. Something metallic clinks next to your right hand. A knife. This is it. You can survive. You must survive. All you need to do is decide whom to sacrifice. I choose to sacrifice the darkness. The streams of fate were changed when you defeated fear and docility. With all your strength, you cling to the vision and do not let go until the darkness yields. The entity that shows you the process of an incredible transformation, and you cannot hold back tears at the sight of it. And yet, the human brain cannot fully comprehend something like this. As soon as the vision fades, you realize that you remember absolutely nothing, and still, some inscrutable warmth spreads through your body. Gain 64 experience. Seth gained Champion of the Abyss. Permanent +2 bonus to weapon skill tests and, coercion. I chose to sacrifice darkness. Alright, Seth. I get an additional AP. Nice. I need more toughness. Or do I? Let's just quickly pop over to the build guide. I do need more toughness. Pascal. What do I need to give Pascal? Pascal. I gave him share the spoils, so Pascal should get intelligence and steel of the forge, which does what? While wearing heavy armor, Forge World characters. Oh, he can't fall prone. That's actually quite good. I think I put him in heavy armor already. Did I? Pascal, are you in heavy armor? Well, you're in heavy leather armor, but yeah, okay, that's good. All right, Abelard. Well, you since I'm following Abelard's guide for me, it's the same thing. So he gets toughness as well. Good lord, man, 70 toughness, and what am I? I'm 50. Which is strange when you look at it, because... Oh, that's right, I gave him the stimulant injector. Yeah, a stimulant injector. It reduces his HP, but it increases his crit chance by, I think it's like 3 times his toughness bonus. So yeah, he gives up. He's giving up 6 HP to get a 21% crit chance increase. So yeah, kill it faster. You need less health. Argenta. What should I be giving you? So you get always ready. Oh, so just pop some... Yes, more ballistic skill for you, definitely. And Cassia, I'm setting you up as a grand strategist. So for you, I think I need to give you fellowship. Because I think it's an ASI. Yeah, more fellowship. Because all of the bonuses that I'm stacking you with are fellowship based. And then... As for you, Idira, what do you get? Because The guide recommended I put you on Bounty Hunter, which is sort of strange, but whatever. So after seconds, or share the spoils. Oh! So you are going to get a willpower increase. And then I'm going to also be giving you a rank up in your psychic levels. Okay. Or your psychic power levels. Excellent. Okay. So we... Oh, did I get anything good out of this? No, I just got the passive buffs. Okay. Okay. That's good. Interesting little diversion. A fire broke out on one of the decks during the warp voyage. The raging disaster consumed the entire chamber, destroying precious cargo and damaging the interior plating. No guilty parties were found. While cleaning out the rubble, a few people claimed the soot on the plasteel formed beams... While clearing out the rubble, a few people claimed the soot on the plasteel beams formed the lines in a cryptic alien language not known to humans. The delirious workers were executed... Really? And they're... Okay. Wait, what? Alright. Well, okay. Well, send some here. Chart new routes, please. That's a lot of new routes. That's a dangerous one. I mean, if I truly wanted to, I could just be like, oh, yeah, I want to chart this course right here, and then I could spend 5, like, points and just chart a direct course to, the Furibunda system. But, like, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna wait till I'm out here or something like that, so I can just have a direct access all the way back, so I'm not hopping and bopping. Because spending 5 points to get a stable warp route is kind of silly. Let's just pop into this system quickly. The vessel's confessors report discontent among the flock. During the traditional sermon before departure, a ritual chandelier's 100 candles were snuffed out at once. The missionaries attribute this incident to an open ventilation shaft, but the Whitesmen noticed it and are whispering about ill omen, fearing the woes they may soon come. Yeah, that's... Oh, the test failed. The rest of the crew decided the persecution was the very trouble the omen had promised. That's good enough in its own right. Visit. At least they're convinced it's over. Lord Captain, the Vox system intercepted a distress signal coming from an Imperial vessel. The system contains a ship that belonged to the planetary fleet of Dargonus, the capital of Von Valencia's dynasty. The transmission is repeated at regular intervals, but the message itself is corrupted, a cacophony of requests for help, groans, and shouts. What in the world? Is it your name? It is your name they are shouting, Lord Captain. Well! As interesting as that sounds, I have space dust to explore. Get me my trophies! I'm already mining plasteel. To the gutted void ship. God, I need a sniper and I need one soon. Snazzy. All right. There's a lot of dead people.
Hey, Adeptus Sanctimonious. How come that heretic recognized you, hmm? You know, the one we pinned down in that stinking lair? Strange friends you've got. That's all I have to say.
Why did he recognize my face, witch? I should think because he has seen it often in his nightmares. I hope you see it too.
Kinky? Oh, that doesn't sound good. Alright, well. Inch forward. Incho forwardo. Sweetish smell coming from the dead body seems odd, and the blood has an unusual hue. Well, that's never good. They're all down there, aren't they? Mutants. Spitter okay, this is going to be...
I won't heed your cries of
I didn't
mercy.
touch anything! But okay. Bad idea. Very bad idea. Cassia, you're back here. Adiria, I'm gonna hold you back here. Seth, I'm gonna put you here. Abelard, I'm going to put you here. And Argenta, I'm just going to have you rain down holy idiocy on the common rabble. Control 3.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's pull a dick move. Really? Okay, well, I suppose you have the option of going around the OA. Fine.
If I may.
Tee-hee. Suck it.
Doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
Damn, woman! Calm your titties. That was devastating.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I serve the ruinous powers!
You will die screaming.
Spontaneous
Death
mutation.
to the weak! You are my next offering!
Okay. One second. Features, dismantling attack, primary, dismantling attack, secondary, dismantling attack, secondary. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Leave me alone, shut up, don't talk to me.
But of course. Was that you? Or...
was insulting.
Beg for your life.
Venerate the dark gods!
Agile mutant. He probably can run quite a distance.
Death to non-believers! Out of my way! Ah! Chaos guides me.
Goddamn!
Chaos guides me.
Holy crap.
Already done. Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Oh. Apparently I have rocks for skin. Okay, very strange. Alright, this is a weird fight.
You are my next offering. I serve the ruinous powers.
I think I might be keeping Cassia, or not Cassia, Argenta a little bit too close to the front of combat, but that's okay. Already? Okay. I'm gonna save it though.
It will be done. Victory is imminent.
Good, he took a disarm.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My competences are not that universal. I am a savant of destruction.
I'm afraid not. That is foolishness.
I don't know why her range is so short on that one.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
But what I can do is I can force him to get the hell away from Argenta for a second.
Death to the weak!
There we go.
Death to non-believers!
Nowhere to hide!
Out of my way! Venerate the dark gods!
I'm all for this.
I'm not so sure.
Oh!
What is this foreboding? Farewell.
And they all should be poisoned from that, I think. Yes, they should be. 18 toxic damage. Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
I'll tear you limb from limb!
Chaos guides me. Chaos guides me.
Good hit, good hit. Seth, you gotta get back up. There's a lot of spontaneous mutations going on.
I will endure.
Cute.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Cleanses the body.
It will be done. At your beck and call. I will do my duty. Reduce to dust! Forth on
Fuck it.
Valencius!
Let's do it.
One fewer target. A tactically sound approach. Reduced to dust! Indeed. I took care of this one.
Go, Abelard. Just absolutely bossing your way through the situation.
My place is at the fore.
My vow is to serve. Running by now evil right.
It will be done. At your beck and call. Sure hand.
Isn't this a job for the
Death to
serfs?
the weak.
Yeah, that was a dick move, and I loved every second
to
of it.
non-believers.
Parry! Parry!
On it.
Sweet.
Be gone.
My ears are ringing.
Well, bugger.
High momentum.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline. Nothing I can watch and learn. Not a problem. There's nowhere to hide. Nothing I can't do.
4 enemies left. Really?
I've suffered worse. Follow my lead. An exemplary strike. I'm not interested.
Sorry.
This is why I cannot escape the Emperor's judgment. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, eradicate it. I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
Explorators know one route. Forward.
As the Emperor commands.
I just love this guaranteed shot. Makes me feel warm and toasty inside. Barry! Spank him again.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Will do.
Cool.
All too easy. Nothing I can't do.
Now you have to attack me.
Suits my purposes.
And now you'll get spanked back.
Reduced.
Yes! Kicking ass and taking names there, Abelard. Oh, well, Argenta.
Faith without
Curse you, miscreant!
Dealing damage to bulk.
Well, that was eventful.
We need to investigate.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Distraction cape. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's probably like a cape that just has a bunch of porn on it. Oh wait, that wouldn't work against the Slaneshi. And it'd piss off Core Knights even more because I hate Slanesh. Yeah, it's just regular old crap. Improved armored body glove. Oh, yeah, I've seen these before. Alright, let's pull everybody out.
A new challenge for me?
Mars pattern chain axe, huh? Okay. And improved flak vest. Oh wow! Okay, that's better medium armor. Yeah, I will take that. We will. Boots, Scoot, and Buggy. Let's take a look at this new medium armor that we picked up. Well, obviously, flak armor. Improved flak vests. Okay. And that's just a flak chest plate. Up her, yeah, and she's got a 90% dodge chat. She's ridiculous. Okay, who else wears medium armor that would benefit from it? Heinrich, he wears medium, okay. Jay Hadari, I've got her in black armor, but she actually can wear medium. Interesting, interesting. And Idiria also, yeah, okay, so Idiria I'll put in black armor as well. At the cargo. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. I don't need that. I don't want that. Send you to there. You're worthless to me. Staff of House Cassini. Yes. Yep. Definitely. That is a nice looking staff. Okay. Yeah, alright. I think that's good. The warp jump passed without incident for everybody except the crew members on the bridge duty. For the duration of the voyage, they heard laughter. It seemed to come from outside, through the airtight seal of the ship's massive window. The laughter went on and on. Okay. Lord Captain, according to the telemetry, the parameters of this system match those of Tychos Epsilon, home to the agri-world of Janus, that belongs to the Von Valencius dynasty. We have received a Vox message from the planet. The agri-world's governor officially welcomes the rogue trader and reports that she has begun preparations for formal reception to celebrate the arrival of the planet's sovereign. Your subjects are looking forward to your visit. Well, they can wait a little bit longer. Alright, time for the elf booba. Actually, give me a second here before we go down. I'm just gonna go get myself something to drink. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm good. There she is. A lavishly dressed noblewoman in an opulent silk gown watches you with an expectant air, but then gracefully bows her head. Gem-encrusted implants protrude from her arms and neck. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house of Vayat Ab Aram. My name is Vicentia Janus Vayat Ab Aram Af Coronis. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of the rogue trader Theodora von Valencius, I serve as planetary governor and imperial commander-in-chief of this world. Vicentia Vayat raises her head slightly. Vicentia Vayat turns to Abelard. And greetings to you, noble Sariad. It has been years since your last visit to Janus. I'm glad to see you again. It's a good sign when a rogue trader seneschal does not visit a subject planet for a long time. Isn't that correct, Lady Vayat? It means the governor has taken care of all matters, and there is no need for the seneschal to interfere. Vicentia lets out a musical laugh. I hear praise in those words, and I thank you for them. She turned once again to you. In truth, your arrival in the place of the esteemed von Valencius is quite unexpected. I'm going to keep it to myself. I hope my coming in Theodora's stead has not disappointed you too much. Not in the least, your lordship. On the contrary, I'm delighted after all these years to once again welcome to my world... Janus! And This is why I just wear body armor whenever I walk on a planet's down. It's guaranteed I'm gonna get shot at. That's how I am welcome to a new location. People shoot at me.
Your darkened colors.
You asked for it!
I've been ambushed. I'm just gonna be mean and do this.
Emperor, give me strength. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I'll do what it takes.
Emperor, protect me.
If I may.
Abelard, Abelard. Bring the smack down, Abelard. Thank you.
It will be done.
Quick, quick! What a rush! Oh.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! I'll do it.
That was spookily accurate, but okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Seth, administer the bonk.
Chandler! Nothing I can't do.
Don't touch me!
Stop mocking me.
Follow my lead.
Good hit.
But of course. Anything else? On it.
Sure, why not?
Will do. If only you knew what awaits you.
Requests.
More showed up. Thank you.
Let's make it quick.
Show me what you've got! Time to slaughter someone!
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it! Scared yet?
Ouch. Diversionist rebel. Okay. Cassia.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Fur painted black.
Cassia Red Door, and God, she got a lot of them.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is imminent. I took care of this one. I will do my duty. It will be done.
High momentum.
I will take that.
Guided by faith. I'll do it. You, my emperor. Doubt is for the weak.
I'm gonna save that mag dump. Seth? Seth, buddy, I need you to do that, and then I need you to run as far as you friggin' can. Actually, popping in right there would be a good idea.
Face of adversity.
Yee.
Not a problem from. There's nowhere to hide. All too easy.
I'm here, maggot.
That's why it's not showing up the way I wanted it to.
Can I fall back now? Anything else? But of course.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Nah.
Let the cycle be discontinued. My vow is to serve.
Sucks being on fire, don't it? And you know what? We're gonna do it again.
I have read tomes of military tactics. Try to die with grace, at least.
A tactically sound
Go
approach.
take care of that sharpshooter, Abelard, please.
At your beck and call. Indeed.
Run away, I dare you. Just let him spank you.
As the Emperor commands, I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. In thy light I stand.
I mean,
in thy light I
she's a guaranteed hit chance, so why
Faith
not?
without deed eradicated.
He's
As the
guaranteed hit
Emperor
at any range.
Doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let's see how they respond to this.
Incoming. And now she's about... Whoever that sniper is
Nothing
about to
I
get spit
can't
roasted.
do. Already done. I am fear incarnate. Nothing I can't do. You didn't stand a chance.
Your lordship, Emperor preserve us. Are you all right? Do not fret, layperson. We have grown used to the outrageous slovenliness among wardens of every world we visit. Pascal's vox, quiet at first, is booming with fury by the end of his remark. He's getting annoyed, you can tell. Pale grayness is strangling this peasant like a noose. His words are laden with fear for our well-being, and yet he fears for his own even more. Where did Governor Vatt go? The governor is safe, protected by walls and wardens. Please follow me. I will escort you to her personally. Excellent! Lead on. Upon seeing you, the guard at the door lets out a frightened yelp and doubles over into a low bow. Lordship, most honorable Seth von Valencius, the governor is awaiting you in her office, where she is protected by walls and guards. Would you prefer to meet with her alone or with your entourage? Alone. Vicentia Janus Viets Arab Afcaronis is furiously swiping at a data slate, issuing commands into a gilded box. Upon seeing you, she hurriedly puts away her devices, smooths her skirt, and drops into a deep curtsy. Your lordship, accept my apologies for the reprehensible stunt that spoiled the reception. Even in my worst nightmares, I never could have imagined. You can stop apologizing, I'm not offended. Thank you, your lordship. Believe me, I'm infinitely sorry that the troubles of Janus have reached us even here, in the most protected place on Janus. The companion standing next to Vicentia respectfully bows her head. She is doggedly trying not to turn her head towards you, but it is obvious she is watching you through her lowered lashes. One of your wardens helped us in battle. A superb shot. Who was it? You must be referring to Irlet, our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels. I have turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations given the undoubted advantages she brings. You see, Irlet comes from the local degenerate stock of this world and knows Janus like the back of her hand, so she has provided several leads as to where we can find bases and secret storehouses. Although I admit, at times, I am tempted to send her away from the estate. Her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure, and so tall. As opposed to what? Your curvaceous one all sucked up and sutured into that frickin' corset over there? If you wish to speak to Irlet, you will find her outside in the orangery, most likely by the gazebo. Orangery? Okay. She prefers to keep her distance from others. What's happening on the planet? Several months ago, uprisings broke out on Yanis. I was not even notified at first. Griping worms are for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learned of what was happening after the miscreants began targeting noble families. Byzantia shakes her head. And then it became apparent that what the Administratum's accountants had referred to as unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. They have already brought 13 agri-complexes to a halt and have now moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet again. Footfall station is on the verge of starvation. Can Yanis supply the people there with provisions? Yes and no, your lordship. If the question is, can such an expansive and fertile world as this one feed a few thousand void rats? Of course it can. We lose more provisions to gnawing pests every cycle than those on Footfall could eat in their entire lives. But can we ship the provisions to Footfall? Not a chance. Any cargo shuttle that leaves the surface will be targeted for attack. The rebels will not hesitate to bring it down, sending flaming debris over the capital. Our silos could become targets for sabotage. Food could be poisoned or mined. The logistics of transporting supplies to Footfall will only be possible once the uprising has been completely crushed. Can Yanis fulfill its foodstuff supplies under its current conditions? I risk angering you, your lordship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let us consider the situation dispassionately. Even the most talented logistics experts of the Administratum are unable to guarantee stable ties when the shuttles are wary of landing at the spaceport, and the terrified peasants are indulging a dangerous minority within its ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored, on Janus, any trade is nigh impossible. Considering what has occurred, your visit is a true blessing. You see, Yanis does not have its own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search if we had ships at our disposal, ships like yours, your lordship. Perhaps you will find a way to support your subjects in their hour of need. I'm sure even approximate coordinates would be sufficient to have ground forces and ship's crew work together to hunt down the enemy. Yeah, I will hunt down the seeds of this rebellion and heresy on your planet and burn them to ash. Concern appears in Byzantia's eyes. The resolve and valor of the von Valencius dynasty, I'm immeasurably thankful for your help. If any of those who attacked the estate had survived, then perhaps they could have been a valuable source of information, but you made an example of them for the rest of the foolish rabble. Byzantia glances at the Vox. Incidentally, I did overhear the wardens talking about some kind of stranger in the area. Besides that, we still do not know who let those reprobates into the estate. The person who did it might also know something. I, as well as my retinue, are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of the attack from the estate. As esteemed Magos, who's responsible for the agronomic efforts on the planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report. And of course, there's my aide in the war against the rebels, Irlet. I have no doubt she will be delighted to share her knowledge of Janus with you, your lordship. I must take my leave. Alright, you know what? I think this is a good place to stop. My throat is dry, and get that disgusting thing out of my inventory, or off my person. My throat is dry as all hell, and I will be playing again tomorrow night. So, I hope you enjoyed it. We will be doing Yanis tomorrow. Have yourself a good evening, and take it